This month will be filled with lots of gear selection guides for many of the heroes in the game, but today we focus on Mirage. We will look at some of the attributes that one can improve on this hero, and after this we shall immediately begin building our gear sets. If you stick around until the end, I will show you some builds without personal gear, for those who have not unlocked any personal gear yet. All the builds in this video are made using the same steps, and this is episode 6 in a playlist which I will link at the end of the video or in the pinned comment. And without wasting any time guys, let's get straight into the video. Mirage is one of the most solid heroes all round. She has very few weaknesses and she can really be a serious problem on the battlefield in the hands of good players. We can even further improve her performance during battle by equipping certain combinations of gear. For example, if she wanted to play as aggressively as possible, then it would be a good thing to have as much health as possible. This way, you can survive longer and perhaps win more battles. In addition, movement is an important factor for this hero as well, so this means we can improve the movement speed of the hero. For those who do not like being close to the action, you could maximize your weapon range to allow you to deal damage from a distance. Increasing your fire rate could also give you an advantage in many of your gunfights. Now, having looked at some of the areas we can improve on this hero using our gear, let's begin building our sets. A quick reminder guys, that we have different playlists of helpful videos and hero guides on this channel. So feel free to smash that subscribe button because we drop multiple videos every single week and you don't wanna miss tips and guides for your favorite heroes. The first set we build is designed for maximum mobility. This set will also increase your damage against enemy health and improve your vision greatly. The first step is to make sure all the parts have been removed. We need to begin with a clean slate. Next step is to look through each slot and only equip gear which improve your movement speed. Read the small text below any gear to know what it does. If a slot has no gear that improves movement speed, skip that slot and come back later. And after going through all the slots, we have found two parts that increase movement speed. That's the glamour belt and the runner's boots. The next step is to improve our vision range. To do this, just look through the rest of the slots and only equip parts which improve vision range. And after going through the rest of the slots, we have equipped two more parts. That's the eye implant and the glamour anti-grav. The final step for this set is to improve damage to health, and we can do this in two ways. The first way is to simply equip the glamour choker or the third knuckle. You can choose whichever one gives more damage to health. It just depends on how far you've upgraded each of them. And the second way that we can improve damage against enemy health, and this works for all snipers. You simply have to equip at least two parts from the Dark Predator set. So all we have to do here is equip the arm implant in the last slot and we have a complete set. Remember, this set is designed for maximum movement speed, vision range, and damage against enemy health. This is the only set that allows you to maximize all these three parameters at the same time, and it is the current set that I'm using. Just be sure to always pick up the visor on the map to have even more vision range, and you can also pick up the scope to increase your weapon range. Range is always a good thing for any sniper. The second set we build in this video is a set for maximum health. Make sure all the parts have been removed to begin with a clean slate. We then simply have to go through all the slots looking for parts that improve the maximum health of this hero. If a slot doesn't have any parts that can do that, skip it and come back later. After doing this for all the slots, we have three parts equipped. That's the glamour eye, infantry vest, and the scan flashlight. Now all we need to do is fill in the blanks with any other useful equipment of your choice, and we have a complete set for as much health as possible. In my case, I've also increased my fire rate so that I can land my shots faster. If you've made it this far in the video, comment below what the last two parts of this set are called and what they do. Here is a hint. One of them increases damage to health and the other improves your armor penetration. And this brings us to the third set in this video, which is designed for maximum armor penetration and damage to enemy health. In principle, this is what is known as a damage set. With this build, you will achieve armor penetration of about 95% depending on the level of your gear. And with this amount of armor penetration, you don't have to worry about enemy armor, especially if you have increased your damage to enemy health as well. I made a separate video explaining how armor penetration works. I will link it at the end of this video and in the pinned comment. So to build our damage set, we look through all the slots and only equip parts which increase armor penetration. After doing this for all the slots, we have equipped the spiked shoulder and the gas grenade. The next step is to improve our damage to enemy health. We explained 2 ways that we can do this earlier in the video. If you remember, pause the video and comment below the 2 ways that we can use to increase damage to enemy health. For those who have forgotten, we just have to equip any gear that improves damage to enemy health, and then make sure we have at least 2 parts from the Dark Predator set. Choose between the Glamour Choker and the Third Knuckle, depending on how you have upgraded them. And for our 2 parts from the Dark Predator set, we will choose the eye implant and the leg implant. At this point, you can fill in the last slot with any useful part that you want, and we have a complete set designed for maximum damage. The 4th set in this video is focused on achieving the longest possible weapon range for Mirage. Technically, we are going to be increasing her aimed fire range, but Mirage is always aimed. As you can see from her base stats here, she has an aiming time of 0, which means her gun is always in full aim, and so you will have access to any extra aim range you give her using your gear, whether you're moving at full speed or not. To build this set, we take the same steps as before. Make sure all the parts have been removed. Then look through all the slots and only equip parts which improve aimed fire rate. The small text below each part will tell you exactly what it does. And after going through all the slots, we have 3 parts equipped. That's the combat headband, the glamour knuckles, and the explode. For the 3rd slot, you can choose between the glamour knuckles and the arm implant, depending on how far you've upgraded each of them. After this, all we have to do is fill in the remaining slots with anything useful of our choice. For me, I will just take it to 4 personal gear to allow Mirage have a longer jumping distance and improved healing ability. And that is our complete set, optimized for maximum weapon range. Now, as I promised at the beginning, I will show you some gear sets without any personal equipment. All these sets are built using the same steps. The first set here is built for maximum health. The second set focuses on increasing your armor penetration. And the final set is built for maximum weapon range and damage to enemy health.
I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this unlove, 'cause I'm